See, the joints on this one are quite bad, so what I'm going to do is tidy them up. I'll just get some desoldering braid on here. Just taking all the old solder off. It's not held up pretty well after 32 years. A lot of people like using solder suckers. I prefer the braid. You can get the all the solder out. Okay, I'll have to just clean it with some isopropyl alcohol. See, it's looking better already. Just clean that up with a cotton bud. And we can flow some solder now. Just give that another clean. There you have it, nicely done. Right, that's what the connectors look like before, and this is what they look like afterwards when they're done. See the difference? Clean the board up. As you can see, there's been leakage of acid there. So we'll just give that a clean. It's always a good idea to clean the acid up as well afterwards when you've done the job, because it's see how easy it's taking the tracks off here. The enamel on the top. Alright, I'm going to put a new one on now. Right, that's the capacitor to put on the board now properly, and the right value as well. Right, the capacitors are now in. I had to modify the last one, unfortunately, because I had to get the track, because of the track repair. I can't really squeeze that little wire in between there. Okay, what I've done, I've gone through all over the dry joints on the ICs. Also, I've reworked the chips, so that's good. And everything's going to be tested. At the moment, I'm not putting the radio circuit in there in situ. You should be able to power up without it. So what we do need is the front panel here. So this front panel, we're going to need to be able to switch it on. Okay, so we'll plug one end in there, and the other, I believe, will go in here. Before I put the shields and everything on, I'll rather just check it, make sure it all works okay. And we're using a 12 volt power supply, and I've had to rig up this this in because the CPU, it detects whether you've got battery 1 or battery 2 in, and that goes to your light, which we don't need that. Okay, so we've got the display hooked up. Just switch that light off. So we've got the display hooked up to the underside, and hopefully we'll be able to see some voltages. So we just plug that onto there. Okay, so we've got the front hooked up. So when we press the power on the power supply, we should see a display on here. There we go. So far so good. So we've got the clock there. Okay, it's timer. Right then, so when I turn on, we should hopefully see a display. And there we go. Let's just turn it up this way a bit so we can... Too much light at the moment. Let's turn that one off. There we go, we've got a nice display up there. So that's good. So everything seems to be good. So what I'll have to do is put the radio circuits in and make sure that all works, and then I can start changing the capacitors on that. Right then, the circuit board's all back in the radio, all nicely tucked away in there. I've put all the wiring, routed all the wiring there. Also all your earth straps nicely there. Well, I'm just going to power it all up. It's just been put in there roughly for the time being. So what we'll do, we'll just see if we get a display. Right then, let's connect the positive onto the rail there. And we'll just press the power on that. Well, as you can see, we got the clock power on. Great, we got a display. And if we turn the dial, the VFO is working as well, so that's good. Right, we'll just have to get onto the other board and start doing that.